live and in person. Ouch. I'm trying to get grounded, so I'm sitting on the floor, but I don't have a lot of room, and well, my foot's about to go to sleep. Ouch. Oh, there we go. That's a lot better. Somebody's ex is about to tell all their secrets. I think it's because they're leaving them or they've left them, and they just want revenge. So they're going to go to the person that they know this person loves and tell them like everything. Which, bitch, please, if you really wanted to be a fucking, you should have said something a long time ago. Like, why are you gonna do it now? Fucking quit making yourself look pathetic. Just hurting people for no reason. Like, I mean, if you really cared and wanted to make something right, you could have said something fucking long time ago. Now it's just about fucking being vindictive and petty, and that just makes you look bad. So stop. Not only that, like, who even says the person even cares? Uh, the number is 142 1213 22 21 610 421 322 1123 are all significant for this reading. Like, don't give up. Like, your love life's about to take a complete and utter 380 or 360. My bad. It's gonna be, God's gonna restore it, and He's gonna heal you, and all these karmics are gonna be a thing of the past. You just gotta learn. You're either holding on to something, or your thick head isn't getting something that you need to learn before you can actually experience real love, or you're just holding on to your pride and your ego and refusing to apologize to somebody. I mean, you know your story. Okay, that's enough of that. I forgot that I let him touch this. Oh, Palo Santo. Don't want that energy. Definitely forgot I let him ride in there. I don't usually let people touch that. You know, certain things you just got to keep other people's energy away from it. How's everybody's day going? Father God, please be with me and give me a message for whoever's watching this video, for the recent past, their current situation, or their near future. Anyone who needs something to help them get through this day, Father God, please deliver it through me. Please protect myself, my family, and the people watching my video for the correct reasons. And anyone watching for negativity or for evil, please block, blind, and show them the error of their ways. And Yeshua's precious holy name, I ask and pray, amen. Hey, Sherry. I'm doing good. I guess I got a little emotional earlier, and that's why I held off on coming online today. Um, yeah, you know how it comes and goes. Healing is in waves. Hey, hey, wait. Same person? Oh yeah. My bad. But you know, healing is in waves, you know what I mean? Like some days you think you're fucking healed, and other days you fucking it seems like it's day one all over again. Aries. I think it's because like um my longest relationship was with an Aries and funny, but and he really like tore me in a million fucking pieces and really left me for dead on the side of the road. And today I found out that Tauruses are born with an innate ability and actually the burden of and like the actual desire to clean up Aries mess. Like, because Aries has a way of burning or paving the road, like for the future, or like burning shit down. And then Taurus, because it's right after. Hey May, I guess apparently because it's right after Aries, they're naturally equipped to clean up Aries's the mess Aries leaves behind. And I've actually been with 3 Tauruses since the Aries, and I just thought that was kind of funny, but it also made me kind of emotional too. All 3 of them were supposed to put me back together again, and well, they fucking decided to be two-faced and not do their not do it. They decided to go off with somebody else. I'm tired of cleaning everyone's mess. Pisces. I just want to know which ones to stay the fuck away from. At this point, that's all. I mean, the hardest thing to get over was the money loss. Like, I really, that still makes me want to like do things that you shouldn't do when I think about it too much. So I can't think about it very often. But like for a long time, that was really all I really wanted, was holding on to, was just I wanted my fucking money back, fucking money. But now it's like I just want to know who it was so I can fucking cut them out of my life. Like I don't care. I have no other desire to know who it was except for the fact that I don't talk to them anymore. I feel like I at least deserve that because clearly I know you're fucking with somebody else. Like I just want to know who it was so I don't have any contact with that person. Virgo. Maybe that's my answer. Stinky Twinkie. Because I'm not letting any of these fucking karmics in my life after I get through this. Don't worry, Ricky, what you have lost financially, God will restore. I know. And I mean, I've always known that. It just, part of me just really wanted, it was like God was teaching me, like, I was going through a season where God was teaching me how to stand up for myself and to not let, like, to learn how to say no and to not let people walk all over me like I've pretty much done my whole life. And then that happened to me. And, like, literally, even trying to call the police and making reports and everything, like, it was like I got through, like, this healing portion of my journey to stand up for myself. And then when I tried, no one would listen. And I mean, it was like, it almost made me feel like I didn't matter all over again after doing all that work. And that's one of the reasons why it fucking hurt so bad. Because it was like, what was the point in doing all this? Like, clearly I don't fucking matter. Even the police won't help me. I've been used for money too. It sucks when you have a big heart. People will take it. They do. But, you know what I mean? When you wear a big old sign on your forehead like Costco, like, you kind of like gotta take some accountability for that as well. Or being in the energy or vibration of giving and not knowing how to receive. Because there was a couple times when the Taurus really tried to do some things for me, and well, one time like I really wanted to do what he was trying to do for me because it was really sweet. But at the time, my vehicle didn't have any headlights, and for what he had bought tickets for, we would have had to have been out after dark, and well, the car got in the way. You know what I mean? It was like life got in the way. But I also I've been so used to just like having to basically dating myself. It's like I fucking the men I've dated have been blow up dolls because I had to do everything by myself. All they were was a rock hard penis, a wand, That's pretty selfish. I mean, that's exaggeration, but for most of them, not much. But the Taurus actually, he did a lot more for me than I was used to getting done for me, even though he didn't fucking know how to trust me, apparently. Or like everyone else in the world mattered more than I did. So like I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Aquarius and Capricorn, the two signs that deliver karma. We are in that karma, that Saturn return. Um, someone is getting their karma is just now starting, and they're already like realizing what they lost with you. Jessica, Jordan, David, Mo, Brandon, oh, okay. Drake, Billy, Tim, Sarah, Jarvis, and Jody, and Jenny. I'm pretty sure that's who it was, but oh well, it doesn't matter to me anymore. I just want to be able to have. I just want to know who to block off, which I pretty much already cut everyone off anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Speaking of the Taurus binding things, it's one of the things you got. I did some more I educated myself more on the tarot today, like more ways of using it. I have I mean, outside of my dad and my nephew, the only two people I still talk to in my entire family. And that's really because I live with them. My niece and her husband and her kids. But other than that, I don't talk to anybody in my family. There's messages coming in. Someone wanting to offer you something. It could be monetary with the being a pinnacle. It could be a job. It could be a gift of money. It could be the truth. But somebody is wanting to help you restore what's been lost. And the Six of Pentacles is Taurus, actually, right? I just learned this today. Use my knowledge that I decided to go out and get for myself instead of crying, fucking, and overthinking. Trying to think of better outlets, better ways of getting my emotions out. So, yes, that is Taurus energy. I wish Taurus would give me back my fucking $10,000. That'd be fucking great. Or at least fucking give me the evidence so I can fucking turn my mom and sister in and feel better that way too. Taurus again. Oh shit. Are you watching? Which I know May's watching, so there's Taurus there, but God saw everything, and he was not impressed by any of these people. I can hear him right now saying, God, or James, I got this. I did not approve of anything those people did to you. Let it go. I got you. And he does. Virgo could be involved. Now, what was done in secret is coming to light. It won't be very much longer now, and you're gonna know everything that was done to you and who did it. I think it's one of the reasons why someone's avoiding you is because they know that the person they loved you for is about to run and tell you everything. Um, like I was saying in the beginning, yeah, like someone left the karmic, and now the karmic is gonna run to you and be like, blah 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 blah, blah, just because she's a miserable cunt. That's the whole reason why she fucking got with him in the first place, was trying to fucking break your heart. So now that her heart's broken, like now she wants to try and break your heart again. Bitch, you are not a non-factor in my life. Like, you're never going to break my heart. I don't care anything about you, Stinky Twinkie. Like, stop trying. Because all you're doing is breaking your own heart and looking pathetic. A 48-year-old woman who fucking is so miserable that she has to go around taking gay men from other men. Like, you're not going to break my heart. You're only breaking your own. So please go get some counseling and stop fucking drinking. And quite honestly, you did me a favor because you guys were a vibrational match because you're both thieves. You thought you had victory because the devil sold you a beautiful property, oceanfront property in Arizona, just for you guys to turn around and stab each other in the back 10 times. You guys betrayed each other just as much as he betrayed me by getting with you in the first fucking place. So, what goes around comes around. Karma is best served fucking cold. It's like these two, they got obsessed with spell work and doing spell work on each other, that it was like a game. Like, they didn't play checkers, they didn't play chess, they played love spell, chaos spell. And every time one of them would get mad at the other one, but, oh, really? Okay, well, I'm gonna make you fall in love with a pile of shit. I'm gonna make you fucking lose your job. Like, they live in a fucking fantasy world. It's because they're fucking too high and drunk all the time to fucking come down to reality for a couple of minutes. Because they juggled the sweet life with an alley cat Stinky Twinkie. They had a taste of what life could be like, and they chose to go back to the alley because they like sucking dick in the alley for fucking $10 a pop. Maybe 20. They might have raised their prices. Inflation's a motherfucker. My not so divine masculine reached out to me today. I told him he messaged the wrong person. I'm dang it. And he's attached to the devil. I told him to message them instead. I wished him the best. Yeah, that's all we can do. I know I'm sitting here like with petty point, like, taking petty shots, but I mean, it's not like I'm saying their names. So, and it's helping me like a little, just like getting a little bit of the giggles I get out of it, but deep down I don't mean it. I mean, yeah, they're fucking. It was shitty what they did to me, but fuck, I'm not perfect. I've done shitty things in my past too. I wonder if they watch. I know they do. They're probably watching right now, or at least one of them is. But still, by me not saying their names, only they know who they. It's only them that knows I'm talking about them. Seven of Wands. Somebody feeling like they have to defend themselves because they want to balance out this. Hey, Kim. They really want to balance out the situation. I mean, honestly, like, this person's lack of communication is what the fucking real problem was, or their inability to, and the refusal to be vulnerable with you is what really caused all the fucking. I mean, this really didn't have to be this way at all, but because they refused to answer your phone calls when this first happened, because they wanted you to chase them, and then you didn't give them what they wanted. That and the refusal to tell them, and well, yeah, that too. But they wanted to play a cat and mouse game with you and you didn't play. So it pissed them off. And then they did one thing and then they did another. And then before they had a chance to like even look back at the fucking shitstorm that they caused, there was no way to even you the fumes were too fucking thick. They couldn't even see you. And they just now the fumes stink too bad to even try and go back to, or at least that's how they feel. Like, might as well just hold on to my silence now because there's nothing I can do. I done fucked it up. Why even like? They need to fucking have like they need to let go of their pride and their ego, and even if it's not for like you, for like the next relationship, like if they would just heal, this person would fucking heal. You know, they do deserve love. We all deserve love. But I know one thing: God ain't never gonna bring them with somebody else again as good as I was. Like, unless they heal, because God ain't gonna let someone else go through what I went through, because this person thinks that they're entitled to fucking a good person who will just sit there and fucking take their shit. Which honestly, like when we were together, it really wasn't like that. But the way he chose to handle like what somebody else did, I didn't even fucking do. We are a rare breed. They will never find another one. Yeah, I mean, they won't. Not like us. No, not. But maybe. What? I don't, Dad. I do, but I'm not. I'm in the middle of something. Make your nephew or make your grandson go find the 5 lighters he's lost. Huh? Oh. But they do deserve it if they will heal. Because there was a time when, you know, I slept with somebody's boyfriend or I slept with somebody's, which the husband thing, that was not my fucking. These guys, they fucking gang stalked me all together. And it was like they were all married. And none of them, and half of them even denied it and lied about it. But come to find out after it was all said and done, every last one of them was married except like 2 of them. I was so pissed off about that. Like, I was like, it's not cool. Like, not only did you fucking. Because it wouldn't have happened, and they knew that. They knew it wouldn't have happened if I would have known they were married. That's why they lied about it. But you're not only fucking hurting me, you're hurting your fucking wife and kids. You fucking selfish prick. I mean, does anybody at all matter besides your fucking wand? I don't care how big it is. It's not a gift to be spread around the entire world. It really sucks that all this girl, my DM lied about getting a divorce. They all do. If a man ever says something's gonna leave his wife for you, you fucking make him leave. Or if you're at his place, fucking get in your car and never come back. Because any guy who says he's leaving his wife is a fucking liar. If he ain't already left her, he ain't leaving her. It's just an illusion they put over the situation so that you won't fucking turn them down and cut their fucking dick off because they're a piece of shit who deserves to be turned down, and they know it. They fucking know it. That's why they fucking do it. I'm gonna leave her. I only want to be with you. And that's why everyone in the situation's wounded. Because his wand is on fire. I figured it out. That's why I told him to message his wife today instead of me. Oh, God. Ouch. Can't do it anymore. My leg was asleep. Alright. Yeah, no, I would hear my person out just so that they could actually get the soul lesson that they need, but I mean at this point I just want to work on my career. I don't see any point in even when you do that kind of stuff, if you forgive and get back with them, they're just going to do it again. Because they know damn well if they'd have done it to you, they never in a million years would have forgiven you for it. Did you get the job you applied for? No, not yet. Anyways, I need to call and ask about it. I just I've been working on this, and I've been working been doing like videos, and I went out with my couple friends the other night, and then a friend of mine came over last night, and I don't know. Plus, my dad's doing really bad health wise, and there I go again, putting somebody else before me. But I kind of makes me feel bad, like to leave, like, but at the same time, like, I can't sit here with like no money, like, I'm not going without, but it really sucks when you're used to making a fucking $100,000 a year and you're nothing. Your channel is growing. I see him. Thank you. Yeah, it's actually grown a lot. Let me put a shirt on. Like, I feel like I'm exposing myself. Every time I like go to like raise up and deal the cards, I can see my nipples. Oh. But yeah, no, I'm actually really grateful for that, and I just pray that it really pops off here like really soon. If it would like go viral, or people would just start like getting personals, then I wouldn't have to do anything else. Like even though I was used to $4,500 a month, I could live off of $300 a week, especially like while I'm like staying with my dad. Like $300 a week, I could actually live off that. She knows that I know, and I won't answer her calls or see her. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they knew what the fuck they were doing when they did the shit. The only reason they're sorry now is because either A, they're getting their karma and they can't handle it, or B, it's because something good's happening to you and they want to be a part of it. It has nothing to do with them actually being sorry. So, not answering the phone, I guess, is the best course of action. The only issue is the ones that know where you live at. And they just pop up. Or they know where you frequent. They know where you work. They know where you eat, like on a regular basis. Sorry to hear that. Me too. Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, and Virgo. Fucking Virgo can't get away from the bitch. I think that's what it is. The world is Capricorn. So yeah, this Queen of Wands, she's shitty as fuck because this masculine closed out a cycle on her and won't talk to her. And now she wants to come to you and like tell you all this fucking shit, like that while she had him in her grasp, in her fucking web of deceit, she was laughing at you. The only reason she wants to tell you now is because she's losing now. Or at least that's the way she feels about it. Queen of Wands is Pisces and Aries. I mean, I can't make this shit up. We don't want to hear it. I definitely don't. There's nothing you can tell me except fucking giving me a fucking check for $10,000 that I fucking have any desire to fucking conversate about. Nothing else matters because you made the choice willfully. Like, you could sit there and say, you can point fingers all you want to, motherfucker, you ghosted and you refused to communicate. So you showed us how much we mattered, and you went and did exactly what you fucking wanted to do. And because we didn't like stroke your ego by like stalking you or fucking chasing after you or whatever the fuck it is that you were trying to accomplish by not talking to us, now you're stuck with a crazy fucking karmic bitch who won't leave you it's giving you exactly what you wanted us to do. And now you somehow want to make it like it's our fault. No, we focus on ourselves. Exactly. You're not going to sit there and put me through all that fucking pain and heartbreak that I went through when you ghosted me and wouldn't talk to me, knowing damn well that you was out with some other bitch or some other guy or something. And now that what you did to me is being done to you, or what you wanted me to do to you, and I didn't do it, and now it's being done to you, and now you can't handle it. Now you want to come cry on my shoulder. No, I don't have time. Go cry alone in the fucking room like I did, like in your car or something. No one cared when I was fucking crying. So I'm busy. Couldn't even answer the phone when my fucking mom and sister was like trying to get me arrested, stole my fucking house trailer, stole my money. You couldn't even fucking give me 5 minutes on the phone. Like, why would I care about what this bitch is doing to you when you did it to yourself? Find another karmic clown to cry with. As much as I didn't want it this way, I actually am kind of glad that, a part of my karmic justice is this channel. Because even though I don't, well, that's not true. I guess I've said names plenty, but I try to like not be that petty, but it is a way of people knowing what these people did to me. And anyone that knows anybody, and like anyone in my hometown, especially my mom and sister and stuff, like, thank you. They know what the fuck these bitches did to me, and tried to turn it, like when they were out telling all these lies and fucking bullshit stories on me, trying to fucking get people to hate me. Now everyone knows my mom and sister, people have always done the way that they are. They've always been that way, and not just to me, to everyone. I don't think my mom and sister have ever been faithful to a single guy they've ever been with. Yeah, they definitely did. So now that the cycle is closed with the Queen of Wands, where does distorted masculine want to go? What does he want to do? Run right back to you and cry at your feet and beg for a second chance or a fifth chance or a seventh chance or a 10th chance. So I was saying earlier, like, that's the funniest thing too. Is when me and him first met, he always like do that, like, what is that in the dark? Well, always come to light. Which I was like, I don't do shit in the dark. I will suck dick on the corner and charge $10 a pop, and I will tell the whole world. I will do it on YouTube. I don't give a fuck. I don't do nothing in the dark. He couldn't believe me. Well, who was the one hiding secrets, motherfucker? Because they're all coming out now. Cry me a river. I don't like go around like purposely throwing my shit out there, but if someone comes up and like looks me in the face and says, hey, blah, 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 I'm going to say, hey, this is my answer, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm not ashamed of myself, and I have self-control. So I think about my actions before I actually commit them. Like, I'm like, hey, is this something I'm going to be able to live with later? Is this something that, I don't mind people finding out about if, I'm trusting the wrong person and they fucking go and tell the whole town after we do this. Like, I think about that beforehand. And because I realize that God is the only one that can judge me, and it doesn't matter if I do it alone or with the whole town, God sees it. They can't take the heat, but they can give. Yeah. And I was going to say sadly, but at this point in my life, I don't say sadly anymore because these bitches deserve to get it tenfold. Because they weren't stopping when they were doing it to us. The only reason they're even crying now is because the tables turned and now they're fucking feeling the heat. If the tables never would have turned, they'd still be laughing. Ain't no fun with the rabbits with the gun. I swear to God, May. May 11th, I swear to God. That's the sad thing. Is like, I still have much love for him, but I cannot have anyone in my circle that I can't build with and that I can't trust, because I am going somewhere in my life, and I'm done with two-faced, fake-ass motherfuckers who will smile on your face yet try to take your place. No, I am going to fulfill my destiny. I'm going to get the things I've wanted since I was a child. It's going to happen, and I have no more time for somebody who will lie and smile to my face and turn around and stab me in the back. So I will love you from afar, motherfucker. Even if you are my twin. You've taken enough from me, so unless you actually really honestly repay that, I am done with two. I am only in competition. I've only ever been in competition with myself. Like, well, outside of like auditioning for a role in a movie or a play, yes, by then all means, then you are supposed to go out there and compete with other people because that's the point. Like there's only one role, you know what I mean? Like you got to be the best and look the part if you want to play that in that production. But outside of an audition, I don't compete with other people. Or playing a fucking sports game. If I'm playing basketball, then yes, I'm competing against the other team. But like when it comes to my lovers, my friends, and my fucking family, I don't compete. I support. I uplift. You know what I mean? We should all be the best we could be. Wouldn't it be great if, as a family, we were all living in a fucking mansion the size of Rhode Island? I mean, if we all did that together, look how much shit we've done, like shit we've torn apart trying to ruin each other's lives. Just imagine if we'd only put a tenth of that energy into helping each other get better. Like our lives would be astronomically 1,000%, 1,000 times better. But no, because of jealous and envious people who want to get there before you and then hold their hand out, if they even would have, the audacity to reach back for you, because more than likely, as selfish they are, they probably wouldn't. But they want to get there first, so it looks like you came up off of them and not them coming up off of you. When really, why the fuck does it matter? If we're both standing in the fucking Taj Mahal, then why does it matter if you walked in 5 minutes before I did? We're both in the greatest fucking, most beautiful structure ever built. Like that, or at least it's still standing. Like, I mean, I don't care that you got here 5 minutes before I did. Like, we're both here now and we're having this beautiful experience together, and our lives are more enriched because of it. Like, why did you have to get here first? It's like the first one to get to the red light. Okay, well, you still had to stop. Like, why did it matter if you got there first or not? Five of Swords, short-lived victory. Now they're starting to see that. They're like, well, fuck. I guess I still had to stop at this red light any fucking ways. Like, why did I care so much about getting here first? Like, I threw my twin, my soulmate, my lover under the fucking bus just so I could sit here at a red light by myself and have no one to talk to. Like, make it make sense. Death. Somebody killed their own abundance. Could be a Scorpio or a. And yesterday in my video I said Aries, King Wands is Aries. It's not. It's Scorpio and. But you also got to be careful, like, I guess, which sites you research shit on, because I actually got Aries from like researching like a while ago, and I thought that was correct information, and it wasn't. Or at least it's not. It's different than what I got today. Okay, where's my shirt? King Wands, where you at? Oh shit. I'm pretty. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is Leo. I haven't copied everything down off my phone yet, and while my phone's being used to record the video, so. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's Cancer. No, it's Scorpio and Cancer, I think. But maybe it is, or maybe it's Cancer and Leo. Shit, I hate hate giving out false information. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. I don't mind being wrong, but I don't like, giving people wrong information. If I get corrected and say, hey, you were incorrect on this statement that you made, I don't mind that, but I do care about the people that I tell false information to that go out and like repeat it, and then they're like, well, that fucking fat motherfucker Ricky Reveals, he told me blah blah blah. Like, or not that, I just don't like I like everyone to have the truth, like everyone to be educated properly, not being told false information just so people can go around and talk shit about people. And when that comes up, I'll look it up. Like I said, I think it's the Kings are cardinal and fixed. The cardinal, so Aries would be cardinal, and is Sagittarius the fixed fire sign? Okay. Well, it can be any one of the fire signs, but it also is because each king has a cardinal and a fixed sign attached to it. So, like the King of Swords is the Capricorn and Aquarius. The King of Pentacles is Taurus and Aries. So therefore I know the King of Wands is not Aries because the King of Wands is Taurus. I'm sorry, the King of Pentacles is Aries. So, yeah, the King of Pentacles is Aries and Taurus. The King, that's the only king I got here written down. Damn it! I wanted to start the video and now, stupid phone. Come on. All right. It's neither here nor there, but the King of Wands, I'm pretty sure, is Cancer and Leo, but that's really gonna bother me. And the phone's taking forever to start up. I will get the information as soon as that fucking phone starts up. Well, yes, like the Wands is the fire suit, but when it comes to like the court cards don't necessarily go along with the same element. Like, usually one of the signs is the element, yes, but the other sign is not because it goes along with the deacon or whatever. Because cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Here we go. Cool. I'm pretty sure it's Cancer though, because I remember thinking about. I was like, King of Wands in reverse. But see, for me, Aries and Cancer both would make perfect sense for that. IDK, I'm just learning too. That's why I want to make sure I give you the right information. Yes, a lot of it is and your intuition. A lot of it is like, if you have a prophetic gift. But there is a lot of it that you can get from just being a good student. What two signs are associated with the King of Wands in the Tarot? What two signs are attached to the King of Wands in the Tarot? What two signs are attached to the King of Wands in the Tarot? It's just not my day, apparently, guys. Just a moment. Fuck you, Surrey. Well, I guess it wouldn't be Surrey. It would be the Google version of it. What two zodiac signs are attached to the King of Wands in the Tarot? There, that time I got it. Son of a bitch. So it's Leo and Cancer. Yeah, Leo and Cancer. And if you were to like read like regular playing cards, the wands is the suit of clubs. So you could use regular playing cards as tarot cards, and the wands would be the suit of clubs. I'm gonna write that down. Sucks being a lefty, but you know I really like my little book. You taught me something new. I had no idea it was Cancer. Yeah, I didn't either until today, but it makes so much sense when I found out. Especially Cancer reverse, because that Cancer is the one that got me fucking like having kidnapped, raped, and tortured for fucking 12 hours. So yeah, King of Wands in reverse definitely would do some shit like that. Okay. So playing cards. Yeah, I mean, here and what sucks is like, we had a really good relationship up until he cheated on me, and I left him, and I wouldn't give him a second chance. And it wasn't even so much as he cheated on me that I wouldn't give him a second chance to. It's the fact that he knew I knew he was lying because the bitch had already told on him, and he still looked me in my fucking face, straight in my eye, and told me he was at his grandmother's house because she was on her deathbed. He did not do nothing with anyone else. He was not at this bitch's house fucking her and her sister. He was at his grandma's house. And he knew I knew, and he still looked me in my eyes and told me a bold-faced lie. And I was like, I can't fuck with you. Get your shit, and I don't care where you go. Go move into her house. I don't care, but you're not staying here. And I guess I was the first person that ever stood up to him and wouldn't like give him a second chance. But I can't fuck with somebody who will lie to me straight to my face. That was a low blow to use his girl. And the fact that I knew he was bisexual when we got together, and I told him, I have no desire for pussy. But if you ever want pussy, like, and you are not sleeping with other men, and you don't stay gone all night or fucking disappear for a couple days, or you know what I mean, and I'm not worried about you being okay. Do you, boo boo? Like, go get you some pussy and like come home, like, and just make sure you wash up before you touch me. But like, um, and I literally was okay with that. But apparently, he couldn't trust that I literally would be okay if he told me the truth, and he was scared to tell me the truth, and he just was more comfortable with telling me a lie because he got away with it so many other times, or he's just a pathological liar, and he couldn't help himself but to tell the lie. I don't fucking know. All I know is if you're gonna lie straight to my face, I can't fuck with you because I can't build with you. I am done being like fucking with people I can't build with. I'm 41 years old. I'm tired of fucking working my ass off to live in the fucking alley, fucking hood rat, fucking South Central bullshit. How did you find out? Did the girls contact? No, like we worked together, and like, all right, he was a very clean guy. He, I didn't have like neither one of us had a vehicle at that time, and at the time because we worked with a traveling entertainment show, and she had a vehicle. He was going to the doctor. She was giving him a ride. It was an hour away. She had to go because they both were from Columbus, Ohio. And hey, um, and we were like an hour south of Columbus. Well, they were going to be like getting back to work. I couldn't be late to work. I mean, like we couldn't all go. and I didn't mind going without me. Like I'm just not that kind of like I don't get jealous, and but the thing is, he woke me up that day and started a fight with me on purpose. Does anybody else know what that means? Has anybody else been through that? When a guy will wake you up to start a fight? Because he literally could have left and not even fucking woke me up. He could have just left. But he purposely started a fight so he could feel better about the bullshit he knew he was going to fucking do. Because that way he could make it look like it was my fault. No, bitch. I'm not fighting with you. And I know what you're doing. Like, hello, I was in boot camp for 9 years, okay? Y'all motherfuckers can't get shit over on me. So apparently, on the trip there or whatnot, he told her just how much he was over me and he just couldn't, he had to get a break from me and blah, blah, blah. So, and I knew when I called him and he answered the phone the first couple times, but then like he just stopped answering the phone altogether. But he wouldn't tell me he loved me in front of her. I was like, okay, motherfucker. But she comes back to work and he doesn't. And she tries to tell me she loved me in Columbus. I was like, okay, whatever. Fuck it. Like, he could have at least said, I'm done, deuces, like, and taking a shit with him. You know what I mean? Like, so that don't sound right either, but okay. Then her and one of the other girls we work with just decided they were going to spend the night at her sister's that night, and her sister happened to live in this town. And so they go off for the night, and then they come back the next day. And lo and behold, about 20 minutes after I see them for the first time, if it's even that long, here comes my ex. And the same motherfucking clothes he was in the day before. He lived with his grandma when me and him got together. When I got him hired out of the job I worked at, he lived at his grandma's. He only brought like one, duffel bag of clothes with him. All his other clothes were at his grandma's. He was a clean person. Like, you would not have gone without showering and changing your fucking clothes if you were at your grandma's. So come on, bitch. Where the fuck was you really at? And then he had the girl lying for him at first, and finally I was like, look, bitch, I ain't got a problem with you, but I'm not retarded. I fucking know what the fuck you guys did. So either A, you can tell me the truth, or you can get your fucking face knocked the fuck out, and I will fucking smile on my mugshot. Then she's like, oh, well, he told me that he just was done with you, and he just didn't want to be with you anymore, blah, blah, blah. I was like, it don't matter what he fucking told you. Like, you didn't have to lie to me. And thank you for finally telling the truth. I ain't got no more issues with you, but stay the fuck away from me. Like, because you a snake. Like, but I'm cool. Like, I ain't gonna like hurt you, but I have no desire to be your friend anymore. But thank you for being honest. So then I go back over to him and, exactly, she shouldn't have, but we all have our ways of justifying the shit that we want to do. So that's another reason why I wasn't that mad at her. I wanted the fucking truth. So after she gave it to me, went back, it was like, so you still gonna say you're at your grandma's? I was at my grandma's. I was like, motherfucker. Not only am I not retarded and I already fucking know what you did, the bitch, she told on you. But she just told me everything that happened. Oh no, I was at my motherfucking grandma's. I was like, okay. Well, then you can go and pack your bag and go back to your motherfucking grandma's. Like, and then he proceeded to like get like, buck up at me, and he's like, I ain't going nowhere. And like, basically like, force his way, basically made me like, let him sleep with me that night. Not sexually, just in the same bed. And the only reason I did that is because we were out of fairgrounds, and literally the police like station at the fairgrounds was like maybe 100 feet away, if it was even that far. And I'm not that kind of bitch to like get somebody in trouble just because I'm mad at them. So like, I didn't want to get the cops involved, and plus I didn't want to go to jail either. So I was like, fine, if you really want to lay here, but you better not even try to touch my fucking, like, you try to take any of my clothes off or try to like do anything sexually, and then I will fucking yell for help. But if you really want to lay here, fine, whatever. But I'm done. Like, it's not going to change my mind. Like, you made the most selfish, willful choice to cheat on me and deceive me. And you still, when you knew I knew the truth, you wouldn't come up off of it. That to me, you just showed me how much you fucking value me. So you laying next to me doesn't matter. Like, if you want to lay here tonight, fine. But tomorrow you're going somewhere else. Like, I don't care. Like, this is we're done. And the next day he tried to like smooth me over with pizza. Like I said, I really enjoyed the bond we had. But I just what's the point in like forgiving somebody just so they can do it to you again? And I could tell that was going to be a pattern with him if I would have like let him stay. And I'm not saying like if you know he would have taken the time to actually show me that oh wait, I guess I should have taken you at your word and trusted the fact that you were okay with me having sex with women every now and then as long as I didn't have sex with men instead of trying to lie to you and like act like I did nothing wrong because technically you didn't because I didn't care about you like having sex with a woman. The fact, but that's just probably the sleep. She was out all night long last night. That they had that huge party last night, the June 19th party. Um, have you called her phone? Have you called her phone? Well, call her phone. Oh, um, but the thing is, instead of like trying to like bring someone flowers or like just talk on the phone like once a day or once what I mean instead of trying to like doing what a normal person would do, he looks at me when I finally like get his stuff out of my room and he's standing in front of my room like well next to her truck and he's like don't think Florida's too far away for me to get you because that was our next stop on the tour and he's like don't think Florida's too far away for me to get you and 2 weeks later after I'm in Florida I literally get kidnapped, raped, and fucking tortured for 12 hours. Like, even if he didn't fucking have it set up, I'll never believe otherwise. Like, you make that threat and then that happens to me 2 weeks later. Come on, man. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Like, yeah. King of Swords with the Ace of Swords. I have been through some shit. Like, only by the grace of God am I still alive. And I think one of the reasons I'm still alive is because I'm meant to tell my story. King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Truth teller. Someone who's standing on the truth and is authentic, has integrity, and is standing up to a King of Wands. A lustful person who, not saying that they're a bad person, but someone who can't own up to their hoish ways. They want to be a hoe, but they don't want to fucking admit that they're a hoe or a cheater. And you got someone here that's calling them out on it. And you're right. All glory must be to the Most High God. Glory be to God in the highest. And you know what? That's one of the reasons why I feel like I've been blessed so much, like in the last couple of years, is because that dude that did that stuff to me, I'm pretty sure he was a Luciferian or some kind of religion that doesn't believe that Jesus is Savior. He's just like prophet. Because he kept trying to get me to say that Jesus, like God only mattered, like that Jesus didn't like matter. And I was like, I'm not saying that. Because in my belief and the way I interpret the Bible and what I've like come to accept as truth for myself is that if I deny Christ in front of you, he's going to deny me in front of Jehovah. So I'm not doing that. And I wouldn't. And the guy like thank you. And the guy, like, literally, I had a fist fighting for like a little bit, like, because I wouldn't say that Jesus didn't matter. It was crazy. It was a crazy freaking night. But I'm glad it happened because I think honestly, I know I learned from it. Like I learned about a lot of things, faith, um, trust in God to protect me, like sending the angels and him to protect me and get me through stuff. Like I definitely, if I didn't have any faith or trust in God before that night, I did after that night. Um, and then I think that man probably learned something too. That not everyone out there, you can't bully everybody. You know what I mean? Like, and some people will stand up for what they're willing to die for what they believe in. And are you willing to die for what what you believe in? What you're trying to get me to like agree to? Because I just showed you that the next one might like I gave you a pretty good fucking run for your money, and you stopped the fight. I didn't, so I would have kept going. You know what I mean? So that man I think learned that some people are willing to die for what they believe in, versus like being a little bitch, a little pussy, and saying, "Oh, I'll do whatever you say." What do you want me to say again? Okay. I hope so. There are so many people that are lost in this one. They are, and sadly, I think that's what happened to my Taurus. Instead of coming to me and actually talking it out, he chose to believe another bitch, and because what she told him hurt his feelings and pissed him off, and made him think I didn't care about him, he decided to stop talking to me and fuck her and start fucking her, or maybe it wasn't her, but start fucking somebody else besides me, without ever so much as saying a fuck you to me. He just disappeared on me. So, and well, now I'm actually pretty, I'm pretty happy in my life right now. I mean, I wish I had more money than what I do, but other than that, I'm really very grateful, very thankful for my channel. I'm thankful for being able to go live and interact with you guys. I think I look pretty good. You know what I mean? It's kind of sweaty today, but I'm looking physically, I'm looking good. I feel good. You know what I mean? And I don't have some crazy fucking bitch trying to stalk me and follow me everywhere I go, like, and won't let me go and threatening to tell my fucking, which I wouldn't care about that either way, but I don't have somebody fucking attached to my fucking nuts that I don't want attached to my nuts. And had I, just had some balls or, I mean, the decency, the integrity to go to the person I had told I loved and talked it out, even if we didn't get back together, like at least, said something, then maybe this wouldn't be happening to you. But the fact that you actually, honestly, you took what that bitch told you as an excuse to go get some pussy. And this is what you get because of it. And you knew I was loyal, you knew I was loving, you knew I was a hard worker, you knew I was someone you could build with and somebody that would take care of you physically, emotionally, and financially whenever I had to. But he worked and he had money. So like I'm not saying he did not, he chipped in financially, but like emotionally, and I had his back every way, shape, and form that somebody would want their partner to have their back. And he walked away from that for a fucking witch bitch with a loose pussy that stinks. That's not my problem. That's your problem. Sorry you did that to yourself. But I also hope he learns the lessons too. That way, if God blesses him again with someone who is a decent human being that will treat him right and love him, that he will treat them right and love them. And also, he has the discernment to know whether or not they are worth a fuck, or if they're just like cloaking their energy and like pretending to be something they're not until he's hook, line, and sinker reeled into them and they're living together or whatever, and then they start showing their true colors, and all of a sudden he realizes, oh shit, this bitch is cray. Fuck. So I mean, hopefully that this taught him all that so that he will treat a, the real will recognize real and the fake will recognize fake. They need to learn not to fumble the Empress. Exactly. Exactly. It's like they get intimidated by a woman or a feminine energy that doesn't need them, that actually just wants them. They're like, what? Wait, do you want me? No, that don't sound right. Like, no, you gotta need me, or else there's no way you could actually just want me. You have to need me. Like, for some reason, their self esteem is that low to where it fucks with their head if you don't need them. If you just want them and you actually will help them build and actually build an empire, emperor, empress, for some reason, they can't trust that. There's something that can't, it's too good to be true. There's no way you can actually be what you're showing me and it be real. It's too good to be true. So they fumble the ball because there's got to be something wrong with you. And even though you're together months and months, sometimes even years, and never not once do you lie, cheat, steal, do anything that makes them question your integrity or your sincerity and your legitness of your empress power. Like, but they just never, because they are unhealed and they have self-esteem issues, they just never, they never believe that you don't have ulterior motives, because someone as good as you could not possibly want them. You have to need them for something. There's no way you could just want them. And that's how they fumble the Empress. And it's sad. Very, very sad. But there's nothing you can do about it until they choose to do the work and they go to God and God and them work that out together. There's nothing you can do except waste your time. And I mean, I'm throwing myself in there too because I've been through it 7 times. But thankfully, each guy's got less time. First one got 9 years, and since him, well, actually, this one, technically, I guess since because we've had two separations, but I mean, we met over 2 years, well, almost right at 2 years ago. All the rest of them didn't even make it a year. I still fumbled me and tried to test the waters today. I'm glad I told him he messaged the wrong person. Very tactfully, I sent him away with love and light. See, that it's easy to do that on the phone. That's what I said earlier. I was like, well, if they show up in person, especially when you're celibate and you actually still care about them and the sex was good. Like, the motherfuckers, that's why I was like, you got to go. I forgive you. I love you. Get the fuck away from me. Don't touch me. As I would prefer a phone call because they show up in person because they know that gives them that leeway. You can't hang up on them for one, and when you can see them, you can touch them, and you can smell them. That gives them 3 fucking but that gives them 3 fucking loopholes they could try and use. Oh no, I wonder if he is going to try that. He did that over a month ago. Mine did too. I came back in the 1st of March, the 1st of April, and the 1st of May. But the way he did to me in May, and what I know now, honestly, he would have to, like I said earlier, he would have to either give me $10,000 cash, or he would have to fucking testify against my mom and sister, because I'm over it. Like, you can't sit there and tell me you love me and you help my mom and sister steal $10,000 from me. Fuck you and your love. When I didn't do a God blessed thing to you. Master manipulator. Past life soulmate. 4 of Cups. The Eight of Swords. And he knows all that. I mean, he knew it then, I think, but because he he was so hurt by what he thought was rejection from you, even though someone else did it, and he didn't even give you have the audacity to even come at you and say, "Hey, bitch said this. Why would this bitch say this?" Didn't even give you that. Didn't even give you that. Well, the respect of even giving you a chance to try and defend yourself when you had nothing to do with what this bitch said. She just said it to fucking be a bitch. Like, he fumbled the whole relationship off of what this bitch had to say, where none of it had anything to do with me. I didn't even know the bitch was talking to him. But because he felt rejected, this was his way of feeling like a man, I guess. I don't fucking know, but he's in his head about it now. Mr. King of Pentacles. But that was another one of his tests, too, actually. Because, see, he came into some money, like, after he left. And he might have known the money was coming, like, right before he left. So, it very well could have been, like, they all set the shit up together and just made me believe that, you know, it went down a certain way when it really, they all fucking plotted it out together. But one of the tests that God was testing him with was to see when my sister did all that shit to me, was to see if he would actually help me out after all I'd done for him. And he wouldn't answer the phone. It's another reason why he's getting karma the way he's getting it, or will get it before it's all said and done. Because that was definitely one of the things that God was testing him on, was to see if he actually would help me in my time of need. And he wouldn't do it. Okay, let's get some wisdom of the house tonight. Kourtney Kardashian shows off. Oh, shows off something. Somebody's name could be Courtney. Self-worth. 32. Or May 2nd, May 3rd, February 3rd, March 2nd. Somebody needed to learn their self-worth, and that's one of the reasons why this shitstorm has happened. Even though you didn't necessarily deserve it, you both had to learn some lessons, and everyone involved is learning shit that they need to learn. And this, because of everyone's choices throughout their life, I guess, I don't know, but this is the way that God chose to weave all of our karmas in together. And if you look at it with the right perspective, it's a lesson on who to trust and who not to trust, and a lesson on keeping your mouth shut about how much money you have, how much, and a lesson in how to say no. 5 again. 5-5. There's some changes coming. Some big changes coming, and the moon is significant for some reason. Holy moon magic. I know in my case, these motherfuckers use moon magic. So May 5th, October 2nd, October 3rd. Somebody could be 41 years old. Somebody, 10. Yes, major ending, and major changes, major shift going on right now. But, and 555. Damn. Holy moly. Well, you better get your guns out, ladies, because that motherfucker might be showing up. Just kidding, I don't even have a gun. Like, I'm just teasing. God, forget, you gotta be careful with what you say out on this shit. Somebody just wanted to belong, and I seen a snake, so that is very significant. Snakes in the grass. Ladies, we might be having a visitor today. one of us or maybe all of us. I don't know, but I'd be prepared for that, and I'd be prepared for them to be loaded up on liquid courage too, because, like I said, this person's not a bad person. They just I can't even like say it with a straight face saying they made a mistake because it wasn't a fucking mistake. It was a willful, selfish choice that got out of hand. And before they realized how far out of hand and how much they actually fucked up, it was too late. Like, it was like they went balls to the wall, and then when they turned around, they realized they knocked the whole house down, and they didn't even realize they'd even knocked the wall down. Like, so a mistake? No. Did they mean for it to be the tornado that it became? I don't think so. I don't think they meant for it to be nowhere near as bad as it was. If anything, I think in my case, anyways, I think he just wanted to go get some pussy and then act like, or somehow try to make it look like it was my fault that he did it. But when I didn't fucking chase after him like a lost little puppy, and all I did was like text and call him for, I would say it was every day for like 3 weeks, but like once a day, you know what I mean? And then that to me says clear as day. Well, you leaving and not talking to me like that same day, like that pretty much says I don't mean nothing to you. But I actually went above and beyond to show you I cared about you. But 3 weeks in, one text, one phone call a day, and you won't respond. At that point, I'm kind of looking stalkerish, or I'm kind of looking like fucking, like I'm crazy, because any normal person would be like, oh, this motherfucker don't want to talk to you. If he did, he'd answer the phone or he'd text back. So I'm not cray-cray. I'm not a needy little codependent bitch. I'm independent, and I'm not going to sit there and beg somebody for their love and attention. I'm cool being by myself. I mean, I'm sorry I love I know. Sorry, not sorry that I love myself. Because it took a long time. It took a very long time for me to actually authentically love myself. And I'm not going to stop or be apologetic for that. Like, I've been through hell in my life, all the way from the time I was a little kid, all the way through all my relationships I've been in. And, my family and shit. Like, life has not been easy for me, but it's not easy for anybody, really. But for a long time, I blamed myself, or I thought there was something wrong with me. And through all the hell, that is the best gift God gave me, was giving me the ability to see myself as beautiful and as a precious gift and a miracle that he molded and shaped together with his own hands. And I'm not going to let anyone take that from me. I now see myself as God sees me. And I don't care if other people can't see that about themselves. I will tell them about the glory and the miracle of life and God, but I can't. You can only lead the horse to water. You can't make them drink. So, and I had to get led to a couple oceans and a couple lakes and a couple streams before I finally drank. Like, so there's no point in trying to drink that water. Drink it, horsey. You don't get it until you get it, and when you know, you know. All you can do up until then is just lead by example. I mean, yes, use your words to like spread the glory and spread the word, but it's more so your actions. Actions speak way louder than words. And I think most of the time, that's all that people listen to anyways. All right, so back to this. April 1st, October 4th, October 1st, October 15th, March 1st, March 5th, March 7th, July 3rd, July 4th, July 5th, July 14th, 28, or breaks down to a 1. Life path 1. January 8th, January 2nd, January 3rd, January 12th, January 5th, January 10th. You're welcome, Desiree. Desire. Sorry. I think I've done that since I started interacting with you. Because I see Desiree, but then I'm like, wait, it says Desire. My apologies. 33. Somebody could be a master of life. The path number 33. Somebody could be 33 years old. March 3rd, June 3rd, June 5th, June 10th, June 4th, June 1st, June 11th. Somebody's name could be Stevie. Somebody's name could be Ray. Somebody is very loyal. 11 November. Somebody could be a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. Somebody could like sunflowers. Something significant about the fall time. You could have gotten with your partner in the fall time. You could have broke up with your partner in the fall time. Something that was very mesmerizing or very life-changing happened to you in the fall time, if that resonates. Can't really decide if I want to say it was good or bad, because the look on her face, it's just mesmerized. Like, she's mesmerized. And you can be mesmerized by good or bad. Like, it's just like she's in a trance. Like, she looks dazed. I met my DM on Halloween 2018. That's so crazy. That story I told you earlier about being like kidnapped and raped and tortured. That was October 2019 too. October 20th, 2019. Never forget that. Somebody could drive a black car. I mean, like I said, God got me through it. I experienced it for a reason. Like I said, I think it was for him to show me his true power and his true faithfulness to me and to us, that he never leaves or forsakes you, and that he is protecting you at all times. Like, even though I faced like death I faced death, stood face to face with it. And even though I can't see or hear God, well, I mean, sometimes I can hear him, but like, even though I can't see him, he proved beyond the shadow of a doubt that he was in that house and he was with me that night. Like, nothing will ever, I will never, ever doubt that. No one could say anything to me to make me believe that he wasn't in the house with me that night. The fledgling. Something amazing is about to happen. I don't know why I can never remember the actual definition of that. I just read it the other day because it came out the other day too, which is funny because I've had that deck for a couple of years now, and that card never comes out, and it's come out twice in the last week. Okay. This is a time for you to remember that you cannot know things until you've experienced them. Being in this evolving state means you may stumble a bit. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. Now is the time for being gentle with yourself, as you step into your destiny to become the beautiful person you are meant to be. When the fledgling appears to you, it is a sign of new growth and wonderful new opportunities. Step forward with curiosity and willingness to learn and discover. Something amazing is about to happen for one or all of us. That it's in the chat, and don't be scared. Don't self-sabotage because it's being afraid of the unknown. Take that leap. Just jump off that cliff and either learn to fly or let God catch you. We do. We all do deserve it. And God is faithful, and he's going to give it to all of us. I mean, well, whatever, resonates for you, whatever you prayed for, whatever you desire. But some major blessings coming in. Answers to meditation, July 28th, July 25th, May 7th, May 8th. But never go back to next. Yeah. Hopefully, maybe that's the lesson that God's like, did you get it this time? May 7th is your birthday? Liar! It's May 11th. I already know. Just kidding. I know you're him. No, I'm just kidding. But you have said like 2 or 3 different things now that that's like shit that he says. And I'm just like, May on the moon. Who are you really? I'm just kidding. No, I'm life path 11. Maybe that's why. The fact that you use some of his clip phrases, and your life path is 11. And I'm live.
I know, I like it.
Oh, thank you.
I've been watching it for like at least 20 minutes now.
I appreciate you. Did you like it? Like it on.
No, but I don't know what you're talking about. But
well, it's really not content for your age group.
No, I know that, but it sounds good.
But I appreciate the support. I love you, buddy. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I make my videos not for kids, because 8 billion peeps on Earth, we find another human to sleep with. What did you just say? Can you see it? It says lust. I split the deck as I read your comment. They traded in love for lust. For one night with temptation. I think the bitch got him drunk on purpose. Like, whatever he was tempted with, whatever your person felt, whatever he was, tempted, what would make him fall from glory, this bitch did it. And she knew exactly where to touch him and what to say. And down he went. Neck tattoos, chest tattoo, tribal, or hand tattoo could all be significant. Blonde hair, long hair, short hair, the fall time again. So October 24th, November 24th. October 19th, wishing. Instead of crying and wishing, how about you just say no? Just say no. Only you can prevent forest fires, Smokey. You're right, Sherry. I'm fine with sleeping alone until I find the right one. Yeah, it's okay to love ourselves until we find another who can survive. But, I'm really proud of myself. Like, not to get too personal or, like, throw a lot out there, but I don't even sleep by myself really that much anymore, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if it's the trauma or if it's just when I look back on all the people I've slept with and all the things that they put me through, physically, emotionally. Like, I even have an STD I can't get rid of, you know what I mean? Like I literally have I really feel like I've never been loved by anyone who's ever touched me. And I deserve to be loved. And gosh darn it, they can wait to get my wand until I know they love me. One night stands are okay, I guess. But even then, like, well, some guys' wands, they're pretty big. And with the force of them busting the nut, they'll bust right through a condom. Like, that's happened to me several times. Like, where, like, wearing a condom, but as soon as he ejaculates, it comes out so forcefully that it just pops off the end of that condom, and it was like he was never wearing it. I mean, you could feel it. Like, I mean, I'm sure you've been through that. I mean, when a guy is when fully erect and he's really into it and it's hot, passionate sex, and he is of a special, I mean, when he's very blessed down there, yeah, that just the ejaculation alone, especially if you're tight. I mean, not sorry, but when the conditions are right, a guy ejaculating could actually bust the condom, like because the force of it. I've experienced it. I'm not a doctor, but I'm not full of shit either. So I want to need a gay friend. You know, makeup tips. um, I don't really know. I actually need to learn makeup tips because where I'm going, I'm gonna need to like know how to do my makeup. I can do like I have a video where I have my eyes like done up like a little bit. I did that myself, but I'm not the gay guy to go to for makeup. Sorry. I'm the gay guy to go to if you want to laugh, if you want, you know, to have like funny stories, or one that is not afraid to tell people and call people on their bullshit. Like, that's the gay guy I am. I'm Dr. Phil without the doctor, okay? It's Dr. Ricky without the doctor. I'm not a doctor, I just play well on YouTube. Moon cycles. You always make me laughing. You're welcome. I thank you. I mean, laughter is the best medicine, and as long as you're laughing, you're not completely dead on the inside. So, hey, you're still winning. Because it's one thing to be alive and breathing, like, you know, where everyone can see you, but if you're not alive in here, you might as well be dead. Here we are with his moon cycles again. This card's actually cycles. 37, 10, Life Path 1 again. Life Path 1 is very significant. It's come out 3 times. January 7th, January 3rd, July 3rd, July 31st, July 15th. Right, way better than her. And actually, sometimes laughter through tears is my favorite emotion. Like when you're like crying and you're just like so sad and you just like, you know, what I mean, like your best friend's holding you or whatever and hugging you, and then all of a sudden something random happens like that has nothing to do with you guys, like across the street or you know on TV or whatever, or one of you guys say something and it's like it's so funny or that so random that you can't help yourself but to like laugh. And it's like that complete the utter opposite end of the spectrum, and then it's almost as if it changes your whole mood instantly. I think crying makes our faces all swollen. Girl, if you don't go get a fucking face mask, a little facial, you know, some cucumbers. Go get some fucking cucumbers, bitch. If you don't get those tears out, they're gonna eat you up from the inside. I mean, I don't like my eyes being puffy either. Shit, I ain't saying that, but you holding those tears inside, that's one day it's gonna cause an inferno, and you might burn the bitch's house down. That That was all I can think. I know there's other things, but that was the first thing that came to mind. Okay, the chaos of the shitstorm that was created by these karmics. It's now coming down Karmic Lane. It has already gone through our suburb, and now it's heading to Karmic downtown, Karmicville downtown, and now they're facing the pain, and they don't like it so much. September 8th, September 1st, September 9th, September 19th, September 24th, September 28th, September 5th. Yeah. I know, right? Like, I was like, God, please, please, can I just see? I know it's not cool to like wish bad things. But can I at least just see one of them go through something? Like, can I get something? Please, I need to feel like I'm getting some kind of indication. I let my tears out. I cried today after I sent my DM response. I'm telling you, like, I was crying right before I chose to do this because what was it that triggered me? Something triggered me. I can't think of it now because like since I've been on and like talking to you, like you guys and doing the reading, like I forgot about it thankfully. But right before I got on, something triggered me, and I literally the face got wet. I had to let it go. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but the fact that here I am, what, almost a year later, and it it pisses me off that it's not even just him though; it's the entire situation. But because I honestly, if my mom and sister had stolen all my money and sold my house for them and stuff like that, I would have been out of here a long time ago. Not saying I would have forgotten about him or whatever, but I wouldn't be in the dire straits that I'm in now. And so it's not all just him, but even still, the way he did me, the fact that I still shed tears when I think about him, it pisses me off because he doesn't deserve that power. Because he willfully gave me away. Like he threw me away like trash. And it pisses me off that almost a year later he still has that ability. I had to hold it in right now. Because he doesn't deserve it. And it really pisses me off that I still give it to him. I got triggered by a bong. By a bong? I'm sorry. I love the fact that a bong triggered you. I'm sorry too. I mean, I really, I know we all make mistakes and we all like, I mean, we all make bad choices. But like to willfully just like stab another human being in the heart because they fucking knew what they were doing. I'm not saying that they don't have remorse or they didn't feel bad after they did it, but the thing is they didn't take the time to not do it, so they didn't have to feel bad. Like that's I just don't understand that. But again, sex addiction, drug addiction, they're very powerful strongholds, and I do understand. Like I get it, but if you're that far gone in your drug addiction and your sex addiction, either A, you should be single, or B, you need rehab. Like point A, point blank period. Like if you can't control yourself that much, then you definitely don't need to be in a relationship, and you probably should get into rehab so you don't die. Yeah, they do. They know what they did, but because they really weren't ready for a relationship, and they just, I don't know, like it's different for everybody, but honestly, I think something was revealed to me today that I think is why it triggered. I think mine was a bet. Like mine's pride and his arrogance. Him and his buddies, because I've been with some of his buddies, like while it's been a while, but you know they know about me. Like they know that they talk about me behind like closed doors, like him and his homies, and I think it was because he hadn't had me, or I don't know, for whatever reason. But I think him and his homies made a bet that on whether or not he could do this to me, and his arrogance. So okay, I got you. It's $100. Call that bitch up. Let me call that bitch up. Watch what I can do. So I literally, I got, I, he purposely broke my heart because he had $100 writing on it. or whatever. Um, but he's really wishing he hadn't done it now, because now he's just as much, if not more, heartbroken than I ever was. And not that that makes me happy. It's just, but it serves him right. And it's glad to know that even though he didn't go into it with good intentions, like I positively affected his life in a way that even though he came in to try and still destroy me and break my heart, he walked away from me a better person that now knows how to love, and that in itself makes it worth it. That's love. It was in my hand as I was talking about it. Card 10. Again, October could be significant. Life Path 1 could be significant. Forbidden, 18. So October 18th. Life Path 9. January 8th. January 18th. He walked away and is now more broken-hearted than you, Ricky. I mean, I don't really wish that on him. My thing is, I'm glad that he's experiencing this so he never does it to anyone else again. Like, I didn't deserve it either, and I wish it hadn't happened, especially considering I genuinely wish that we were still together. I mean, like, not now that everything's happened, but like, I would have loved to have spent my life with him. Like, he really made me happy when we were together, and he selfishly took that from both of us. But as long as this experience taught him not to do it to somebody else, then it was worth it. I love you guys, but I gotta go. I can't do this on camera. I will see you guys either later on tonight or tomorrow. Take care of yourself.